Hey everyone, thanks again for joining me on FreshSuperCool.com. Marketing's Done Fridays, where we interview some of the thought leaders, marketers, entrepreneurs, and people in the industry of marketing, advertising, and all that wonderful money stuff. Today with me is actually a gentleman I met when I was doing affiliate marketing a while back on Plenty of Fish. He's actually pretty high up. He's like one of the dudes, the people you need to talk to if you're actually starting to think about doing POF advertising. He's Ben Louie. Hey Ben, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good, good. Thanks for joining me on this interview, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Yeah, yeah. So, why don't I'll let you do the introduction yourself. So, what do you do? What do you work? And, all that good stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, my name is Ben. We live in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia. That's where the POF HQ is.
Hmm.
What we do is we are a online dating website, a free dating website, and we're the world's largest one. What I do at Plenty of Fish, my official title is a senior account manager. So just basically, if you're looking to advertise with us, I can help you formulate a plan and execute it, look at the data, and then move forward and formulate other kind of strategic plans going forward and just try to make you some money, right?
Mm.
I'd say that's about half of what I do. The other half is a lot of stuff, deal with security and managing an interval team and other et cetera things. But mostly people know me for the ad support. But before doing this, I worked at Auto Trader, which you may be familiar with. It's the one where you can upload or put your car for sale if you need to sell it. The Canadian version,
Mm.
which basically started in print, uh, and then in around 2003, 2002ish, we were feeling the heat from a company called Craigslist when they came on over and basically obliterated everybody, right? And then so I felt it was time to move on and get more involved in online advertising. And I found the opportunity and I thought it was awesome. Jumped at it. Actually found the job through Craigslist, which is kind of funny. Went in for the interview and got it. And it's been at POF ever since, and it's been just over 4 years. So yeah, it's
Right.
been awesome.
Awesome. Wait, there's an interesting story of how you got the job, right? I remember reading about it. You were trying to sell them something, right? When?
Yeah. so so the job is basically for a position more or less, right? You're
Yeah.
trying to uh, sell POF traffic, and I think what really got them was at the time I was in between careers, I guess. I was just trying different things. Like I sold Nissan cars for a while because I like Nissans, and then I sold life insurance for a while because I thought that'd be kind of cool. But so at the time I was working at Sun Life, and I think what really got them was at the end of the interview, I asked them what kind of insurance package they had, and like basically I had to like sell some insurance. Just, and that really got their attention, and I think that's what really got them.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's really
Pretty
cool.
amazing, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Another thing about POF is this is dating site right now, right?
Yeah, yeah. So we are in Canada, US, and the UK. We're number one there. We're also number one in Brazil.
Mm.
And we also have a really strong presence in Australia, Ireland, Spain, Mexico, France. And I think that's about it. Work on a few other countries like Germany, but they're coming along. But mostly in those ones I just described.
Yeah, and actually, you are a sort of a success story for POF, right? Aren't you? Didn't you meet your wife there?
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know, like 2 months before I actually applied for the job, I met my now wife, right?
Wow.
There. I met my now wife on POF as a legitimate user, no hacking of the algorithm or
Oh,
anything
really?
like
I was gonna ask you about that. Like, did you hack it?
no, none of that. No, we met, and at the time she was living in Edmonton, and I was living in Vancouver. A bunch of stuff happened. She went to teach Japan or teach English in Japan, and I went to go visit her, and the whole playing the game, I guess you'd call it. Yeah, then we ended up getting married in June of this year. So yeah, we
Oh.
dated for 4 years, met on POF. I work at POF, so I kind of feel like I owe this company like everything. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So
Congratulations
it's
on the wedding, by the way.
Thank you. It's
Oh,
good.
okay. Oh, okay, yeah, it's interesting, man. So yeah, POF. Let me just give you a little background if people don't know. POF obviously is a dating website. Plenty of fish. I don't know why they shrink their name. By the way, what was the reason for shrinking the name?
Oh, guys, plenty of fish doesn't mean anything in the non-English speaking countries.
Oh, is that
So,
what it is?
uh, yeah, if you go to Brazil and you try to say something in Portuguese, right? Like plenty of fish doesn't mean anything. So,
Oh, I
um,
see, I see. Okay. So Plenty of Fish is the largest dating website, and they actually have a ton of traffic because I mean they do like a billion views per day, and you can actually buy advertising on there. And part of the reason why I wanted to interview Ben was because when I was doing advertising, advertising is very tricky, and a lot of entrepreneurs and marketers obviously do advertising, and they like to know what's up. So I think, um, so tell me, like when people come to POF, what's obviously the most popular stuff that people advertise on POF?
believe it or not, it's other dating sites. So
Mm,
that may be sounding a little bit counterintuitive, but the free dating sites and the paid dating sites, um, we don't really compete with each other.
mm,
And the reason why that is because the average online dater is a part of more than one website. Usually,
mm,
we're usually one of them because we're the free one, right?
mm-hmm,
So it costs them nothing to join.
mm-hmm,
But if they're looking for a more customized experience, like if you're, Asian guy, you may want to go look for like some Asian dating website if you're interested in Asian girls, right?
mm-hmm.
So they may feel, they want to narrow it down a little bit more on that site. So
I see.
no, it's usually the dating site. It's dating related stuff too. So things to make yourself appear more attractive, right?
Mm,
Those kind of products, or to better your education, or whatever it is, how to be more successful dating info products.
mm-hmm,
Uh, those are the obvious ones, but based on our demographics, we do have a lot of local businesses as well. Because if you think about the average online dating profile,
mm-hmm,
that's a lot of information, and we can target by that stuff, right? So there's the obvious, where you're from, your gender, and your age. But then you get really cool stuff like what your job is, if you smoke, if you have kids, if you drink a car, what your income is. So all that online dating profile information is actually usable demographic data that our advertisers can then go and target people by, right? So if a restaurant has a date night promotion that they want to do, then they'll target maybe 25 miles around the restaurant,
mm.
a certain age if that restaurant caters to a certain demo or a certain income level. So the demographic targeting really does lend itself to a lot of potential things.
Okay. So curious. I think a lot of people, when I actually mentioned POF as a potential media buy source, obviously people were asking me like, "Well, does non-dating work well on POF?" What's your thought on that?
Yes, it does really well, actually. Maybe not in the traditional sense, like, well, some of the traditional affiliate offers. My problem with those, especially the continuity ones,
Mm,
is they're a little shady, right? So
yeah, yeah.
uh, the problem with shady offers is that they don't stick around long, right?
Mm,
So you put in all this work to split test the offer, find out what works, and then it gets dropped, and then you kind of waste all your work, right? So
right, right.
a legitimate kind of lead gen, even for local businesses, work really well.
Mm,
We have a few in Toronto that just signed on. They're was it like a halal euro type? What's it called? Uh, it's like Middle Eastern food, right? And they just signed up. It's kind of like a corner restaurant type deal.
okay,
So
so what exactly were they driving the leads for? Like, what were they doing?
just customers. Just we have a deal, weekly special or lunchtime specials. They'll advertise between the hours of 10:30 and 1 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
if you're like downtown, you're in a bunch of restaurant, or sorry, like very dense type, dense, you know, business building. Chances are people are gonna check their POF on their break. So they thought they'd capitalize on that by advertising during those peak hours where people could potentially check their POF and be hungry at the same time, right? So that's why their restaurant. So there's a lot of stuff, man. Just got to be creative with it. There's a ton of literature out there regarding advertising on POF, but the majority of it is affiliate based. But that's not to say that non-dating doesn't work, because it absolutely does. Try not to give away too much. I don't want to piss anyone off. That's where I don't give away their secrets, right? But no, it definitely works. It's just maybe need to think outside the box a little bit.